Hey, 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 hey.
Well, we are actually back, aren't we?
We're back.
We made it back. I think that's great. This is 11.
1-1.
1-1. Right in the middle of literally the hottest spell I can remember in ages. I mean, this is whipping my ass, to be honest with you. The
triple digits are not okay.
They're not okay. And it's funny because Shelby was showing us that map the other day of the parts of the world. It was the Middle East, the desert, and Oklahoma were the hottest places, and they don't have humidity.
And
so
I would believe it.
Yeah, I would too. So it seems like a pretty good episode for summertime.
Living's easy.
Living's easy. I think so.
Do we want to do Super Silver or Sour Diesel and Cushman's to start us out today?
You know what? I'm good either way. Both of those are excellent choices.
I just don't want to take the last year flower.
Oh no, heck no. That's why it's here.
Okay.
Super Silver. We haven't smoked any of this on the show, I don't think. And this is my favorite strain, or one of them.
We've sure talked about it a lot, but
Yep.
yeah, I can't remember if we've actually smoked it.
You know, and it's from a grow that you and I've known since we started. It's over at Method, and they're a local grow to us. And I think it was, 4 or 5 episodes ago, we were talking about every grow has got one or two strains that we associate with that grow because they're just always time in and time out good. And Super Silver's one of those for Method.
Yeah, and that was the first sativa that I was introduced to that really worked for me. So it just holds a special place in my heart for that reason. Too.
I bet it was probably some old dude named Super Silver.
Super Silver Steve.
I wouldn't let anybody out of the door without smoking it.
No, and it was definitely when I was still just a patient too. I was buying a couple grams at a time, and I was just starting to venture back into sativas. And yeah, you were helping me one day, and we're like, well, this one's always a good option for me. Changed my life.
Yeah, and you've got to imagine, though, that at that point, I was new enough. It may be the only strain I knew. And I was just going, hey, try this one.
But it still held up.
Yeah.
So even if it was, it doesn't matter.
The test of time, that thing has been serving us pretty well. So
it has.
Super Silver's a good 70-30 sativa probably. Mm-hmm. Very uplifting, happy.
Great for your tummy.
Great for your tummy, absolutely. And that's a big one for both of us. But I have never once had this where I felt anxious or jumpy at all. So, but for me though, it's one of those flowers, it's sativa that actually will make me feel more like me. I can kind of take a second to think about what I'm doing. Mm-hmm. It's not like an invasive sativa, So yeah, I like this one quite a bit. So
it's definitely non-invasive.
Well, everyone out there is dying. They're just dying to know how you are. I mean, we got literally hundreds of thousands of emails. They were swamped. Oh,
I know. I'm sorry to our media team. We do need to address the elephant in the room, and it's the little bit of a break we took.
We did, didn't we?
The team got together behind my back and decided that it would be the best choice for everyone to send me off to Tibet. Have some time to reflect.
Zen.
Be zen. And you know what? It was great.
We tried to get you that all-inclusive package where you would get to hang out with the Dalai Lama.
Well, and unfortunately, I signed an NDA when I got there, so I can't disclose any information about my trip other than I was in Tibet.
Okay. And you were smoking weed.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, really, it's summer break, y'all.
Yeah, it was fun.
We're out here living.
Yeah, it was fun. I actually took a little bit of time too and chilled. So it was not bad. I will be honest with you. When she got back off that slow boat, she hadn't even unpacked. I said, "It is time to do an episode." She and I were both jonesing to get back and do it.
Yeah, I've been antsy. I'll tell you that much. I've been antsy.
Yeah.
And I was like, why am I feeling so pent up?
Well, it's probably because you write in your head all the time, and all this stuff was just piling up of good stuff,
And we need to inform the people of the fact that there has been a travesty among us. Steven and I have not got to work together in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So on top of me being sent to Tibet and us being separated for that reason, we haven't even got to work together like at the job we're paid for.
Completely unacceptable. And it was one of those things that made me glad that I still, take the required medication I'm supposed to take. So
Exactly. THC.
Yes, that's it. Thank you very little. Okay, so Super Silver, thank you, Ryan. We appreciate
Thank you, Ryan.
Oops.
Always that first hit. Does it every... Whoa! Okay.
Super Silver's got a very distinctive taste. And there are times where you'll feel that in your lungs, but that was just perfect. She doesn't wait around to let you know she's there either. She'll tell you pretty quick.
Yeah.
It's good to see you again, man.
I love Super Silver. Thank you, Steve.
Yeah. Well, I mean, how was I supposed to smoke that when you're in Tibet? I mean, that doesn't seem right. I mean, that seems like cheating or something. Sacrilegious.
So, what are you smoking about today?
The heat.
Oh, honestly,
mostly,
yeah.
Oh my gosh, you cannot. I wore literally a different shirt into Studio 1A today because I did not want to sweat through this.
And to be fair, I'm glad I did. We had to pull out all the stops. We had to really, really harness our bare necessities because that deodorant.
Yeah,
it came in handy.
Yeah, that's right.
It came in handy.
Episode 1.
Bare necessities,
baby. That's right. And it's kind of sad because we broke out that deodorant today, and it was the same brand again, just a different brand.
The same exact kind.
There's something wrong with that, but it works. I mean, and the other problem with this heat is that we've discovered if it isn't damn good flower, I don't want to go outside.
It's not worth it.
It is not worth it.
No, the 2 seconds that you'll step outside to smoke, even just to get your joint lit.
Yes. Yeah. You're pouring.
You're just drenched head to toe.
Well, we try to be educational.
We do.
So that's what this is all about, right?
Yeah. So with it being, 100 million degrees outside in most locations, but especially in Oklahoma, you definitely don't want to spend much time out there for safety purposes, but also just for comfort, So there's a few different things that we kind of thought of that we like to use or recommend to people to use. And I feel like first thing, if you like to smoke alternative, get you a little vape, a little disposable, something that you can just hit real quick that'll start working as soon as you use it,
It does too.
It scratches the itch. It itches the scratch.
It does. And the thing about those too is that you can really control your doses, how much you're taking in. Because really, with those, a lot of times it doesn't take very much, unless that's your only way you take THC.
Right.
So, for me, I like that idea.
Now, I brought a couple of my own little
Okay.
examples that I thought are a good, summer vibe. First things first, this brand, Bloom, we love you. You're great.
You are great.
They make really, really, really high quality vapes. They do disposables, they do regular vapes, they do rosin, they do resin, they do distillate. They kind of cover all their bases. So I've got a couple different examples of them here. Now, this first one I'm going to show you is their 0.5 gram rosin disposable. And it's perfect because they call their disposables the surf bar or the surf.
It's even better.
It says it right here. 0.5 gram rosin indica surf. Because it's shaped like a little surfboard. Now, they're just perfect. This is the strain Kosher Skittles. It is an indica, so I'm probably not going to hit too much of it right now.
So it is kosher?
It is kosher.
Okay, good.
But what I love about Bloom is, just to go on a little,
adventure
side tangent, is on the back of their products, they will put the exact breakdown of CBG, CBD, any cannabinoids, any THC variants that are in there, and they list all of the dominant terpenes as well. So if you look into that stuff, you kind of know exactly what effects you're going to be getting from your flower or from your cart.
You know what's interesting about this one? I mean, the CBN you and I would expect. It's an indica. It's going to be a little bit more. CBC, which is one I had a trouble saying on that episode with the gummies. That is the highest I've ever seen in any of them.
And that one's good for inflammation. So
yes, and it's supposed to
kind
of like kickstart the other ones too. So
yeah, and what I like, so this is how they come. This is their little packaging. You open it up, boom. It's very, very sleek. They are. It shows right here. They're established in California, in Los Angeles, 2014. So they've been around for quite a while.
Yeah, doing their thing.
They give you instructions on how to use your vape, precautions. Like, not, just don't do these things and your vape will work.
Don't huff it.
But it's perfect for when it's hot and sunny outside and you just need a little puff.
It's it.
Go. You're good.
And that is very discreet as a surfboard,
so cute. It just looks like a little surfboard.
No, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I didn't catch it because I saw the surf on the front of the package. I did not connect the two, and that is embarrassing, but
and
informative.
They're an LA company, so it makes sense.
LA company, yeah. And just to let you know, which is really something I didn't know, when these companies come to Oklahoma from other states, they've been established, they know what they're doing, they've got to come here and have the product produced in-state. So they're actually local in-state and produce this. So which one is that?
That's the Kosher Skittles. That's the rosin one. And it is smooth as can be and tastes so good for a rosin. Not that they usually taste bad, but...
Well, but you taste all of it. When it's a rosin, and some people aren't in that. That actually was very good. I had not had that because I don't use the vapes in the evening as much, so I hadn't tried that. But
I really like that.
It's good looking, too. Yeah.
It is.
Well, and the other thing is, have you ever seen one... come back? Have you ever seen one? I've never seen one. It's good hardware, and that's something we talk about every episode. It's only as good as the hardware.
That's very true because we've had a couple brands that we love, and they have incredible concentrates and oils, but their hardware is not good, and it'll clog up. The battery will die before your oil's gone, and none of that is an oil or like
issue. Huh?
Yeah, it's all the hardware.
And there's nothing that pisses you off worse than get halfway through and it quits on you.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. This other one I have is actually their Distillate 0.5 gram disposable.
Yeah.
So it's still the surf. Their distillates come in a little orange package instead of the dark green one. I think the dark green's rosin. There's like a beige and lighter green that their resins are in, and then the distillates are in an orange and like beige package. But this is Pineapple Express. So this is the Pineapple Express distillate surf from Bloom.
That sounds pretty summery.
Yeah, I thought it was perfect for summer. Again, the surf is adorable.
Cool.
But it's pineapple and it has a little pineapple on it.
Now, I am really curious about this. Everyone, all of them know that distillates don't always do right by you.
They don't.
So
these I have had good luck with so far. I have not had any issues with headaches or anything like that.
That tastes good. I well enough. They put much taste in these things at all. I hate them.
Yeah, normally I do not like the added terps at all, but that is done well.
It is. It tasted good. I'd smoke that.
I would too.
Yeah, well, you are actually.
Yeah, we're both doing it for real.
Yeah, that's good. Well, there's that.
They're not rechargeable. I don't know if they make disposables that are rechargeable.
I don't know.
That's my bad, but their 0.5 grams are not. But I have literally had these for more than a couple months. Like
yes.
They're a little bit, they've been around.
You and I, though, collect products, too.
So that's really bad.
But it's a great test for it. The thing's been sitting there and it still fires up.
And it wasn't clogged up. It was not clogged up at all. So, Bloom, we love you. Thank you.
Yeah,
these
quality.
They're great quality. Definitely recommend for the summer or for any time ever.
Well, I brought one of mine, too. And, we talk about this company a lot because we smoke their flower on the pod show a lot. This is a disposable from Elite.
Elite.
Great, just really a great grow and good people, really. I have never, and I've smoked most of their flowers, I think, but I have never smoked their mimosa.
I don't think I have either.
Well, they've got it because this what this is. This is actually chargeable, and really, I've been hitting on this, but we've had it for back there for a bit, and
yeah, they're fairly new to us, but I loved that one. It tastes just like a mimosa. It almost has that fizzy taste to it in a weird way.
It's a distillate.
It is.
Okay,
yeah,
I like that.
And I want to say they do CO2 filtering on their distillates.
They do. That's right.
And that seems to be the big, like, thing that kind of, tips me one way or the other with a distillate working.
Isn't it amazing how if they would just leave out the butane, propane, all that crap, how it just doesn't seem to affect us as badly. Yeah. Yeah, CO2,
nice.
They never used any of that, so they don't have to go back in and try to get it out.
And it's so pretty and sleek. And we were talking, too, about the frustration with brands not putting their name on their disposables specifically, but on their carts and stuff, because sometimes they'll give us, a sample at the store and we won't know what it is once they leave because it doesn't have their name on it or, it's not well packaged or whatever. These are fantastic. I love that. That's just too. Like extra brownie points to me.
And it almost seems like a no-brainer because if we are all putting out something that's that good, we want our name on it.
This has a good aftertaste. I'm sorry. That was just on
that. That was a good one. That's exactly when we started talking about summer. That's the first thing I thought of right there.
Yeah, the mimosa. It's refreshing. It's a good daytime smoke too.
It is.
It works quick.
And one of us have got some, pretty big responsibilities this afternoon.
Unfortunately.
And that's pretty easy. Just a little bit, you're good.
Yeah, just a little ease into your day. Also, I just want to say, because it's happening again, in case anybody hears like Leatherface with his chainsaw outside, it's not really Leatherface. It's just the tree guys, but it sounds like Leatherface is hacking in the shed over there.
I did peek out to
Does
see.
He have a mask on?
Well, he does have a mask on. It's not leather, but it's not very easy to see the dude's face either. So I'm going 50-50 on this.
Well, hopefully it's just not made of human skin. Well, that's really my biggest
studio's
concern.
Locked. We're golden.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It can get to them, but
we're
not
safe.
us.
Yeah, not you. We are safe.
We're not safe at all. And we do want to say we're sorry about Stormy not being here today, too.
Yeah. Stormy's... She's being protected from Leatherface.
Yeah. We thought that was a good idea.
Yeah.
Stormy's a good fighter, but she didn't have a chainsaw. It wasn't a fair fight.
Not a chainsaw. We learned she's quick on her feet, but she doesn't know how to box.
She's damn quick on her feet.
Yeah. So those are some good options if you are needing to smoke and needing to kind of just get something quick and easy. Oh, yeah, we've got this last one.
Yeah, and
I
was
almost
just
forgot.
Thinking,
I'm sorry.
I almost forgot it, and I would have forgotten it, except, one of them, Shelby or Mandy were mentioning that this is all great stuff, but a lot of us need something that's not summertime during the day.
Right.
Pain, anxiety, that sort of thing. And so it just made sense. You broke out a Zkittlez somewhere in this early thing.
The kosher one.
Yours is kosher. Mine's not. I apologize.
Yeah. Yours are just regular Zkittlez.
But this is from a company called Creative Cannabis. It says Zkittlez, 100% indica. And this is a 0.5 gram disposable from them, which is rechargeable.
Hey, and it has their brand on it.
And it's got their brand on it. And I'm not going to do the invitation, but if you ever saw Rush Hour, when he opens that trunk, he goes, that's C4? That's C4? Okay, I wasn't going to do it. C4. So
C4.
For those of us that need this in the day, this is a good option.
Yeah, and
these are distillate. They added some probably fairly appropriate terps, but they're stronger.
They are a little stronger.
Mm-hmm.
It goes down smooth, though.
It does. And I've never seen one that said 100% indica. I went, wow, that's impressive. You just don't see that very much, Good, discreet, well-made.
Yeah.
So I think we're in good shape. Anyway, I just had to break that one out because some of us might need an indica. I don't think I needed any more indica today.
Not for right now,
No,
at least.
I don't think so either.
No. So now that we've gotten our little smoke, our little, fix,
Yep.
you might want something to cool you down. Hence, the cooler.
Look at the cooler.
The cooler with a freaking sticker that matches.
I like that too. And we like Cosmic.
We do.
Now, I do want to tell you, because especially if you're watching, the cooler's on loan. And Shelly, I promised you there wasn't going to be any weed stickers on it. There's just one.
There's just one.
Just one. Other than that, it's really good to go. I know this is going to be fun. I can hardly wait to see what we pull out of here.
So, first and foremost, we're bringing back an old friend. The Smokiez. My shirt just came untied.
I didn't see it. I will tell you, not only is this one of our old friends, this was one of my favorite episodes too. I think this came out on Day Drinking, and they removed the dressing room over there to give us more light room. So you should have tied that better.
Yeah. What the hell?
Well, it's not only one of our best friends, really one of our old friends. That was a great episode.
It was.
Day Drinking.
Yeah. Episode 5, I think.
It may have been, yeah.
Yeah. Bringing back the old friend. This is a great option for summer. Just lemonade in general. Whether you have the big 250 milligram one, which that was a big hit for me last summer because that's when we got them. We got them last summer. There was a day when my sister and I were going to go to her friend's pool.
See?
And
That's
I was
it.
like, man, I need something, but I'm not going to be able to smoke out there. Like, it's going to be a thing. So I bought me one of the 250 cans of lemonade, and I weighed out half of it,
Very
drank
smart.
it, and it was the best pool drink in the world.
And I do believe you were the scientist in that episode, and you did show us how to measure that out with a shot glass with this, which
Indeed.
I've told every single patient since then about your shot glass, because that actually was good. But you picked a summer winter there by the pool.
Man, it was great, too, because the lemonade, as we've talked about, it doesn't have that nasty, heavy THC taste to it.
It does not.
Because I feel like that's I don't know, THC is just, it can be invasive. The taste of it can be invasive.
It can, we start
sometimes you
getting into
just want an
something that's a
edible that tastes
chocolate
good.
that's 100, 150, 200 milligrams. It's hard to cover that.
It is.
Not only does this taste like lemonade, it didn't have that acid feeling, which I don't like to do. So
No.
that was a good one. Smokiez hit a home run with that.
Yeah.
And if you can't fit this in your cooler, something's wrong.
Get a fanny pack.
Yeah, that's what you need.
Now, what's better in the summer than a goddamn popsicle, y'all? What is better?
Are you saying that's medicated?
It is a medicated popsicle. We have got a Groovy Ice. That's the name of the brand. Groovy Ice Cannabis Infused Ice Pops. I think this one's grape, so that's neither here nor there.
Probably tastes like frozen Dimetapp, but
That
I'm not
gave
saying
me flashbacks.
Dimetapp flashback.
Not only is it good for snacking, it's great if you need
Yeah, let me tell you too. And it's frozen. And
if you need to cool off, baby, just put it right on your
yeah,
skin.
right on
You'll
your
be
neck.
cool.
You're gonna have that bandana tied around your head anyway. So just pull it down, put that on your neck. You're good to go.
Exactly.
But you actually picked 2 summer products here. I mean,
lemonade and a popsicle.
Popsicle.
I mean, get real. That's what you're having when you're a kid. Might as well bring it back when you're an adult.
and if I wasn't 100% sure that if I opened that and tried it, I'd get that.
It would match.
It would match the horse.
It would match your polo
I did
symbol.
not want to do that, but those are actually good, and we did have some of those last summer. So
Yeah, I want to say it's 20 or 25 milligrams per popsicle.
Per popsicle, yeah.
I'm sure you can get them at different doses, but the ones we had came in bags, 200 or 250 bags.
or something. Oh
So
yeah, that's
I
right.
just,
Yeah. Well, and my thing is too, if you need to rationalize or justify eating that 3rd or 4th popsicle, you're probably sweating it out anyway, right?
Exactly.
It's 115 degrees out there.
Yeah, the THC is just evaporating.
If you
At
ever-
that point, it's just science.
Ever need anyone to rationalize or justify anything for you, we're the ones. We can
Both
do
of
it,
us.
man.
We will do it for you.
We will. We'll make you. That's easy with the popsicle.
It is.
Yeah,
It
that's-
is. Something I like and also to go back to the day drinking episode again, I like a good soda during the summer. And as a kid, this is going to be a little side tangent. As a kid, my grandparents had an old Coke machine in their garage.
Did they really?
Yeah, they love antiques and like they love collecting things, and they had an old Coke machine that they would keep stocked with glass bottles of different kinds of sodas.
Bottles. That's what makes it,
because
right?
that's what it held.
Yeah.
So they would always stock it with glass bottled root beer. Now theirs was not THC infused, I'll tell you that much. But I always felt like such a big kid getting to go out there and get my little glass bottle of root beer.
Get your bottle. I know. That's good.
Whether the adults were drinking or not, I just felt like a big kid with my glass bottle. Like, and it was mine, like, I felt like I could rule the world with it.
I like that.
So it just nothing feels more summery than holding a glass bottle of soda in my hand.
And
and it was always the brown bottles too.
Country Cannabis could have put that in a can.
They could have.
But what they did was they stepped up.
They are country, baby.
Yeah, they stepped up with that. That is
They really did. So I figured, we could enjoy a little bit of some root beer today.
Shoot, yeah, that sounds like. And this one, these are 25 milligrams per bottle, I believe. Isn't
Yeah.
it? Oops. That sounded like summer.
It did. And you know what else sounds like summer? Cancun, Mexico.
Oh, that's right.
Thank you, Dave.
That was a good one.
We appreciate it. They always come in handy. I think we've shown your Iceland bottle opener. Now we've got Mexico. I'm not sure what other location we'll knock off the list next, but I should have put some ice in this, but we're going to need the space.
Yeah, we're going to need the space. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh, ASMR. Oh, that's beautiful.
And what I may do is I may sample that while you're doing it.
Yeah,
For the fact that, I've had the watermelon and I've had the peach, but I've never tried this. And
Really?
No,
It's
I heard Blaze say 1,000 times, that's real root beer.
Blaze is the king of root beer.
Mm-hmm.
He knows good root beer. And what I also like is that it's not a concerning, Chernobyl green color.
Damn right. That is good.
It is good.
Country Cannabis.
Okay, so you might be wondering, you've got root beer. Why do you have spoons?
Yeah.
Well, add the 2 and 2 together and you'll get 4. We're making root beer floats, baby.
We are. From another great company, too.
Yeah.
I know. That's right.
One of our favorite local Stillwater companies. I don't know why I questioned that for a second.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. Oh, it's slipping out of my hands. Stargazer! Stargazer are the best. They make some amazing ice creams, all natural ingredients.
Yep.
They are so good. Such clean edibles.
Really real ice cream.
They just do an amazing job. Now, here we have one of their 100 milligram little pints of ice cream. They come in 100, 250, and 500 as far as I know.
The 100 was a good call.
Yeah. Now, this is going to be a little bit of a experiment today,
Yeah,
too.
I think it will be. Oh, no, it is going to be an experiment. There's no question.
It is. There's no questioning. Because it's cookies and cream.
Yeah.
Now, I've never had a cookies and cream root beer float. It may be delicious. It may be disgusting. I'm not sure.
We're going to find out.
But yeah, we're going to find out.
There is a reason for this.
Yeah. I already had this in my freezer and I was like, hey, we don't need to buy one. Well,
I bought one and then left it in my freezer, which was a vanilla bean.
Yeah. So now we're just going to give the cookies and cream a shot. I gotta tell you,
it's going to be good. It is. And these guys, if you look at their ingredients, we're talking about, real dairy products, real Belgian chocolate. You remember a couple of Christmases ago when they came out with, and they still have them, they're great, the cookie dough that is actually made to go in the oven and be cooked. And I couldn't get the first 3 or 4 on the sheet. They were so good.
I was going to say, I've had a bunch of patients tell me I don't even cook them. I just eat the cookie dough.
Oh, yep.
Which I respect that because I would do the same. Now, this is
Do
going
I
to
need
be
to hold anything?
No, I think it's good.
All right.
I hope. Oops.
Which is probably a bonus. I didn't hold anything.
I did get us a couple straws and a couple long spoons. Oh, wait. I need to
Now look at this size.
bring the action.
Yeah, look at the size now, what she's putting in here, because I do want to mention that on the top of the label, it tells you here clearly that you're going to get 3.1 milligrams of THC per tablespoon. So I'm not sure what that is, but it's going to be
That was just a good.
It was the perfect
scoop.
amount, right?
Yeah, I mean,
it looks great.
I could keep going, but I'll just do one small one for good measure.
One small one, because that only looks like 3 milligrams of THC there anyway, right?
It does. That's only 3.5. And then
look,
the rest went in my mouth.
On a day like this where they're saying 114, 115 heat index today, that's the ticket. This is a necessity in life right there.
Look at how good that looks. Oh my gosh, I'm excited for one. I did bring us a couple straws.
We got to try
and
that.
a couple spoons. So,
and I love your point that it is really not Chernobyl green.
It's not. It just looks like root beer.
Day drinking episode again, and that was classic. All right.
All right, I'm going to go in. Going to go in with a spoon first because you got to get some of the foam.
It's got the foam on top just like it's supposed to.
And it's just right. You know, I dribbled it down my chin right off the bat. What else do you do with a root beer float?
Well, it didn't hit the yellow shorts.
It didn't. It just got the knee, the calf, and the chin.
Let's see if I can get it on my green shirt.
Let's see.
This wouldn't be purple, though. Oh, man.
That first bite was good, though.
Wow.
So we're looking... We didn't do the full thing. This whole thing here is about 25 milligrams. As you can see, we were very haphazard about the dosing. And as he was saying, you know, it gives you a guideline for about how much is in the ice cream. I don't know. I did maybe 20 milligrams in there.
Exactly the number I was
so
thinking,
maybe
too, looking
we've
at the
got
bottle.
30 to 40 milligrams in this cup.
Yeah,
somewhere
probably
in there.
so, which is a good amount for sharing it.
Yeah.
But honestly, it would be a good one.
You mind if I double dip?
Please go right in. Yeah, George. That would be actually about the right dose if we were just doing it by ourselves, too, I think. That's good.
I didn't expect to like the cookies and cream in there so much, though. Like, that just tastes good.
It really actually was very good. And it was, what, 50-50? We were going, it's going to be good or it's just going to be horrific. It was very good. Yep. And between those two companies,
root beer float.
That's good summer stuff right there.
Yeah. We always tell patients, if you're going to buy an ice cream, make a root beer float out of it.
Do it.
Whether
Absolutely.
you're doing the mix of both medicated, one non-medicated, one, you know, whatever. I got to say the chunks in there are a little bit off-putting. But
Okay, now I like those. See, and that's purely a texture thing. I get it. I had never thought about one of those two ingredients not being medicated.
Oh.
I unfortunately only thought of both medicated. You could actually do that, and she's right. The
okay.
scientist came through with that. The doctor and me said, just medicate up.
just medicate them both. Put them down.
That is an absolute winner.
A plus. A plus way to go. And that is perfect summer drink.
That is a good summer drink.
You could use any of the flavors of soda too, because Country Cannabis has the root beer, the ones that we have, the root beer, peach, black cherry, and watermelon.
That black cherry. I
That
hadn't
would
thought
be
of, and you know,
good.
Stargazer came out this last week with some special edition flavors.
Yeah.
Like some s'mores.
Sundae cone.
Sundae cone. And it's got pieces of that little waffle cone that you love so much in the ice cream.
Yeah.
You guys, honestly, we never talk about price because it's different everywhere. It's affordable.
It is.
It's affordable. It's one of those things you
It
think,
is.
oh, I'll never buy it.
But you might.
It's worth it. It
You
really
should.
on is a good. It's fun.
Is it about time to fire up our dose?
Yeah,
Let
absolutely.
me get the ashtray.
Yeah, you know, and honestly, I don't know that we can actually have an episode without a dose pre-roll. You had 2 reminders.
Oh, yeah.
Of different people.
So,
or something.
Number 1, Mandy, I want to say thank you. I displayed some of your beautiful crystals. I've been stuck on what to put on our little shelf back here. So along with my favorite little froggy pipe. Sorry, I know you don't like frogs, Mandy. I put the awesome crystals that you brought us back from Colorado that she mined herself.
Dug them out of the earth. Yeah.
Dug them out of the earth with her bare hands. God bless you. And our other one is, of course, our artwork. You all know and love our time travel, but there's some new artwork that you guys are going to need to keep your eyes out for in the next week or so.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe probably next episode. I'm going to bet.
I'm pretty excited to see it because I haven't even seen it yet.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. I was so breathtaking. I mean, so shocked at how beautiful this is. I can hardly wait. And I think what we ought to do, let's do some little teaser after this comes out in the next
do a
week.
Soft launch.
Let you see some of that because it's really special. So Nancy and Mandy, thank you guys.
Yes,
we appreciate you.
Thank you.
Yep.
Very, very much.
We didn't forget. That's really good.
No, I mean, he remembered. Props to you, Steve.
Yeah.
And while he's firing up this dose, now which dose did you choose today?
Okay, so got in a bunch of new ones the other day, and I mean,
it was
literally
overwhelming.
Straight. Red Hot in Blue, and
I'm excited about that one.
that Jack
Electric Lemonade. I'm so excited
lemonade.
about.
That was like a hybrid. It looked so good, and that Jack was a blunt. And what was the terps?
6%.
6%. I mean, and it's a blunt. So it was a tough choice today. There's a bunch of them. So
it was.
I actually had Bliss up there at the store help us pick this. This is
Thank you, Bliss.
Yeah, this is a dose pre-roll that's they're infused. They grow the flower and then make a full spectrum cannabis oil to infuse the flower with. And honestly, they just burn great. This one is Einstein's pipe. But the numbers are amazing. 52%, and the terps are over 4.5.
Wow.
So this is a nice hybrid. So good choice on this, Bliss.
So, yeah, I wanted to ask you about the THC ices or like Slurpees because I always hear about them. I've never actually seen one of these machines in person because I just don't get out a lot.
It's one of my favorite groups over in Tulsa. It's called Okie Wonderland, and they've got like 5 or 6 locations. One in Sepulveda, over by Hard Rock. And I'm going ahead and finishing off the root beer.
Might as well.
Well, I was going to put water in it because that's healthy, and then I thought that didn't sound as good.
That sounds silly.
But when I went in, I don't know that they still had it, but they had it for a long time.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Burning dose. But did you notice it's still lit?
It is.
And so anyway, at the time, you'd go in there and you'd buy a slushie. It was like $5, and it was 100 milligrams. And they were great flavors, and people would just line up in the summer and get these things.
Oh, my God.
I think the problem that folks were running into is that it's impossible to know what dose you're getting in the cup.
Right.
So it was a fun roulette game. But and I don't know if they still have them, but honestly, if you're in any of those areas, I'd stop by and get one because they have a lot.
Can you imagine just like, I don't know, you're craving a little bit of a cool down drink. You go in your favorite dispo and boom, they've got a slushy machine and it's medicated.
That's a hybrid too there, isn't it?
Yeah, Einstein's pipe.
Einstein's pipe. I feel it in my chest anyway. Yeah.
Ooh. Oh my God. The other day, Jen and I were smoking some flower. I think it was me and Jen. And it was one that kind of sits in your chest. I think it was the sour diesel and Kush mints. I was like, man, that's a chesty flower.
That is a chesty flower.
It's busty.
Busty flower. Okay, so I will work that into my talk tonight when I'm talking to patients.
I was going to say, I tried to make the joke to a patient right after we came in, but I think I just picked the wrong one because they didn't think it was very funny. I did.
I think it's classic. I think it's a great one.
Busty.
I'll try to mix that in today.
It's busty.
It's going to be way better coming from you or Jen than me. I can just tell you that right now. I try very hard being a guy and being old to try to make sure that I never say anything that is
you do a very good job.
offensive or no. I
And
do
what's
horrible.
funny is I did not even think about that aspect of it, but it'd be pretty hilarious to watch it unfold. I'm not sure if it's a mixture of like the disposables and the super silver and that and this. I think I'm starting to feel pretty dang good.
I'm feeling
all
good
over the place.
and I've been limited a little bit about what I was doing.
Right.
But it's interesting. You know what I really feel a lot of is that C4.
Oh yeah,
It's very calming.
I do feel very chill.
Yeah, and it's amazing as much sativa as we've had. That stuff was pretty good.
Yeah,
We gotta add this to our list, I think.
we do. A plus.
It is. It reminds me of Bruce Banner. It's just got a little more taste to it.
And even though it sits in your chest a little bit, in your bust,
Right in my bust, too.
it's not too harsh.
Did we smoke the? We smoked the sour diesel and Kush Miss today, right? Pre-game or
Pre-game.
something. Okay. That one did have a little bit of bite to the lungs too, but my gosh, if you see sour diesel and Kush Mints,
Buy it.
buy it. It is the foggiest.
So happy.
Yeah, it is really a good flower, and you just knew when you saw that cross. If they didn't screw it up, and they didn't, it's gonna be good.
Yeah, I think I'm good on that.
I think I am too, actually.
Yeah, the sour diesel and Cushman's, the first time we ever had it was in shake. And it was one of the most popular shakes we've ever had because it tasted good. It smelled good. We were all a fan of the way it smoked. Did the lid come off?
It did. I do a bad thing. I open these with my teeth, and I just put a little enough pressure on it, the whole lid just popped off. But Dose makes a good deal, so it's in there. We're good.
Yeah, that's sour diesel and Cushman's. I think it's by Hideaway Farms. If you can find it, shake or flower.
Hideaway
get
Farms.
it.
Yeah, that makes sense. They're up around Tonkawa or somewhere,
Tonkawa.
but
Now,
that's good.
Along with this Einstein's pipe, this new dose, I figure it'd be great to close out with a new product. Well, one that's new to us. It's a company that's been established for a while that is pretty popular in other states, California, so on. You've probably seen it anywhere. But it's the Cocoa Nugs. We finally got them in. So if you don't know what they are, I'll just pop one open real quick.
This is really, really cool.
I grabbed the peanut butter flavor because that sounded good to me. But we had tried non-medicated samples of these around Cowboy Cup time, I think, and they were like strawberry flavored or something.
Yeah, I remember that.
But they are little like Rice Krispie chocolate treats that are made to look like a nug. They're freaking adorable. This one tasted really, really good.
Yeah.
I haven't tried the other flavors. We have like
Well, it's got cocoa in it.
Kushberry and like something
That Kushberry,
else.
though, look pretty good.
But they come in this really nice glass jar. ASMR. Really nice glass jar. You can kind of see them in the bottom. But these are the 1,000 milligram jars. So each nug is 100 milligrams.
Each nug, okay?
Each nug. I was thinking about it before I bought them, and I was like, dosing might be an issue on
Right.
these,
Yeah, you were
just
concerned?
because they're irregular shape.
Yes, they are.
But I tell you what, I ate a little bit more than half of one last night. I meant to just go for half, but it's hard. Where is half?
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. I was feeling good. It was such a good high. To me, it felt like a good, maybe indica leaning hybrid.
Yeah.
I felt incredibly fuzzy in my body, and it hit right at about an hour. I took it at about 8:30, and I could feel it at about 9:30, 9:45.
You're cooking now. Yep.
I think that's about when I texted you.
Yeah, yeah, I remember.
I first started getting that like all over fuzzy feeling, kind of tingly, and then the giggles started coming.
And that they do with this one right here.
They do. It's like whenever you're a kid and you're sitting next to your friend in class and you're not supposed to be laughing, but you just can't help it. It's like it almost feels like a sneeze. Like you can feel it working up inside and you just need to get it out. That's how I felt. And the high was beautiful. It never became overwhelming, which I was a little concerned about just with eating a bit more than I meant to.
And
like
it's new. We didn't know,
Right. You don't
Yeah.
know how it's actually going to affect you. And I think they're distillate.
I think they are
which
too.
we all know
Yeah.
how I deal with those, which is not great all the
Well-
time. But I didn't get any headache at any point. I didn't have any bad effects from it. And I woke up feeling good this morning. I did sleep in.
that was last night. That's right. That's
yeah,
right.
I tried them last night. I slept in a little bit, but that was just because I wanted to. I didn't
Yeah.
feel like I needed to sleep in super late, but it wasn't late. I woke up at like 8:15, but but that's like
That's really late. I'm glad you slept in.
I was sleeping in more than I meant to.
When those came in, Blaine and I split a jar. So I split one up and shared it with a couple of folks that we work with, and God bless her. I knew that Shelby, because she's pretty low dose, I knew it was going to be something for her, and I waited that appropriate hour.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, mine was just, by that time I was at the giggles. And I know they're great, aren't they? So I text her, I said, how you doing? And she goes, she ate a little bit too much. She goes, I wish I was just a little less high.
Oh no.
And it was just because she was about to get to the giggles, I think. But good tasting product. And here again, kind of like Country Cannabis, nice packaging. They went the extra mile because they got a good product in there.
Yeah, they really do. And I tell you, with that one, I don't get much distillate or like bitter THC taste at all.
Yeah.
A little tiny bit of bitterness hits at the very, very end, but it's like once it's already out of your mouth and it doesn't linger. It's not nasty. No. I haven't tried the other flavors, but the peanut butter one for sure.
Yeah, that's
good
the one
taste.
I tried too. Yeah.
Yeah, it just
I think the
tastes
other
like
one is
good
called,
chocolate
like-
and peanut butter.
It's like OG Kush flavor or something. I'm
That's
going,
what it said. OG Kush. I was looking at those last night trying to decide which one to get, and I was like, what does OG Kush taste like? Does this just taste like weed? But it's got a little chocolate square on it, so I would assume it's just chocolate flavor. But
that's a bonus there.
okay.
Yeah.
OG Kush.
It's kind of like the Country Cannabis cold brew. Now, the straight cold brew
Yeah.
that's not sweetened at all, that's for real coffee people. I just haven't tried it yet because I need a little extra sweet. You know? So,
Exactly.
yeah, those are a great way to end it, though, because that's a fun new product.
And I know that like chocolate isn't the most ideal for summer, but like I just thought it would be cool to bring it up. It's a fun product. Keep it in your cooler with the rest of your stuff.
If that jar fit right in here, man, I think
will.
it'll be good.
I kept mine in my fridge, and it's fine. You know,
I didn't leave mine in my backpack, though.
that's good.
Yeah, I know.
That's probably not a wise idea. And then I'll have a super adorable jar afterwards.
Yes, absolutely.
I love a
too.
good reusable jar.
Me too.
I think there's a lot that you can do even outside of these things for summertime,
Oh, my
for
gosh.
you know, enjoying your elevated experience without having to destroy yourself outside in the
As
heat.
I just burn up.
Yeah.
I don't care for sweating. I'm just
don't-
not a sweater. I don't care for it.
I'm sorry, I don't like it.
I will say that for all of us, we're really glad you're back.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, very, very nice.
I'm glad to be back in
that
Studio
Zen
1A.
time's cool.
The Zen time was really cool. I came in amped up today. Not only did the adrenaline get pumping, but I was already going. Like I had my headphones in all morning and was just pumping up the jams.
And you know, all the
jams.
producer list were not only made, but they were neatly done too.
And I never have a good list like this. I'm always like, hey guys, I just woke up. What are we doing today?
See, Tibet. I think
Tibet
Kush Island
really-
and Tibet.
And believe it or not, I was not manhandled by Steve or anybody else when I was in Tibet.
No.
It's nothing like that. It's okay.
No, I'm golden. I was just hanging out selling weed.
Yeah, he was chilling.
I had fun.
Me too.
By the way, before we head out, I did promise them that next episode I would come up here and do what you did, and I'm going to roll with that $1 bill.
We're gonna
and
do
then
it.
we're going to maybe try some other surprises. But I will. I promised I'd do it, and we will.
And we'll have Stormy judge them and see which ones are better.
Stormy would be a good judge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you next time, folks.
Peace out. We appreciate you.
Thanks for joining our time travel this week. If you have any questions, comments, or requests, you can reach us on Instagram and Twitter at snjpodshow, email us at smokinandjokinpodshow@gmail.com, or watch our videos and exclusive content on YouTube and WeedTube at Smokin and Jokin Pod Show. As always, details on featured products and links to our social media will be in the description. Everyone stay cool, stay medicated, and we'll see you next week on Smokin and Jokin.
Welcome to LA, brother.
What if he liked it and flew in your mouth?